Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Monday, da 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 da. It is Monday, March 24th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 13 of 2025, and in my neck of the woods, it is currently 55 degrees with a high of 63 and a low of 45. Not too shabby. Welcome to my broadcast. I am here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, friend, giggles and laughs, pretty pictures, and of course the what, the how, and the why of adult coloring. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That is always delightful. Come on, let's get sharp here. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who watch this broadcast after the fact. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who see this broadcast when I download it to my group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Now, when I talk about the what, the how, and the why of adult coloring, I show you what I'm doing, I'm showing you how I'm doing it, and then I explain the why of all of it. All right. I'm sorry, I was a little bit distracted here. Glad to see everybody tonight. I hope you're having a great evening. And the question that I have for everybody is, what do I always ask you? Oh. Number one, did you hit that like arrow? Thank you so much for hitting that like button. Number two, is anybody having any birthdays or anniversaries? And three, was your day a win, a lose, or a draw? I'm going to say that I had a draw. Excuse me. Let's see. Let me say hi to everybody. Mamie. Hi, Mamie. Karen, Carmen, Jonah, Angry Bear. Grace, Amazing Grace. All right, let's see what kind of answers I'm getting here. Angry Bear, draw. Jonah, draw. Carmen, draw. Mamie, draw. Hi, Tam Tam. All right. So, tonight, we're working on our 2 projects. This is our buddy color. The buddy color is available in the group. And that group is on Facebook, so you need to be a member. This book is St. Patrick's Day Gnomes Jubilee. And what I do is I use my coloring books and I give you freebies. So we've been chugging along on this little guy here. And we are ready to go. And then my second book, or I should say second project, is Disney Celebrations coloring book. Thomas Kincaid. Moana. I'm feeling silly tonight. And you can see that we're making great project down the page. All right. So let's get to our little gnome guy here. And don't forget, on Wednesday, I'm supposed to get in my book, The Many Faces of Jesus Christ Jubilee. I will be doing a flip through. All right, let me get my paper towel. Let me get my scratch pad. Let's get coloring. Let's get coloring. Let's get coloring. All right. So last night, let's see, I showed you how to make the hat look like a felt hat. And I went ahead and I put little doohickeys on our little flowers, little rhinestones. And by the way, if anybody's wondering, and I told you this one day, doohickey is an not acceptable, but it's a proper word. And yes, Grace, these flowers absolutely did come alive. Now, I'd also started the jacket, but I ended up moving up, let's see, moving around to something different. So now I need to go back to it. All right, let me get my little pencil sharpener here. Please get your greens out. Your dark, medium, and light that you've been using on this project. I'm getting down to my little nubby here. So guys, how's everybody's weather today? Calm. We had a pretty good day here. No rain, no high winds. Excuse me. Let me zip down here. And we are ready to go. Angry Bear, hot, 85. Guys, let me do one more thing here. I need to empty my pencil sharpener. Karen, what? It's snowing? Oh man. Karen, remind me where you live. Maine. Supposed to get 3 to 5 inches. All right. Whoa. Oh, now I remember what distracted me last night from doing the little jacket is I put these little rhinestones on the barrel, the black. Because I was chugging along doing the jacket. And then I believe it was what? Tam, you asked me if I was going to do anything with the barrel. Hello, Sandy. Okay, so now I'm going to get aligned with the camera so you can see what the heck I'm doing. And I'm going to start with my dark. Who's coloring with me tonight? Angry Bear, Jonah, Tam. And if you're not coloring this project, what are you coloring? And if you're not coloring, what you doing? Okay, so let's work this dark now on our jacket. Hello, Miss Kitty. Sandy, how is Tony doing? Carmen, you're coloring a leprechaun. Sandy, is Tony on the road to full recovery? Okay, now we got a little bit of dark here. Take your time. Oh, Carmen, you're working on the sky. Okay. Now let's go ahead and get the inside of his sleeve. And then on his sleeve, I want you to notice that there are areas of dark and light that are patchy. Hey, Angie. So we need to get these little... TK, hello, hello, hello. Hold on, I got to hand sharpen this because my green is like teeny tiny. TK, where you been? Okay, now there's my dark. And I'm going to put a little bit of dark right here. Oh, TK, you had your father's funeral today. So there's been a lot of decisions and family things. Oh, yeah. TK, did I remember that your dad's name was Carl? Or is Carl, I should say. Well, TK, I am just so glad that you're here. TK, how's your mom doing? All right, so there's my dark. And you're looking forward to being with the group again and learning. Well, cool beans. Okay. She's strong but sad at night especially, I bet. I'm encouraging her that when she's ready to finding a cool hobby like coloring. TK, am I remembering correctly? Her name is Angela? Glenda. Sorry. Okay, gotcha. All right. Now I've got light here. Whoop, or medium. Let's go ahead and hit it with that light. Angie, maybe I'll get you that link. And then I'm going to take my light and we're going to put that on the edge of the inside of the cuff. Check it out. And then we've got our light on this cuff right here. Details, guys, details. And just to show you that it doesn't matter what pencil you, or what shade you do first on light, medium, and dark. I'll go ahead and put my light in. And then we'll go ahead and we'll blend it with the medium. Isn't that beautiful? Mamie, do me a favor and put up the link for the Many Faces of Jesus Christ, Volume 2. Again, I'm getting that in Wednesday. If you guys are interested, you can pick it up. And also, all the images that are in the book, all right, now this is my light coloring right here. All the images that are in the book are in the coloring guide. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, and by the way, that picture that I had with the cat in the mailbox that had the extra paw, that is now fixed. Okay, there's my light. And if you want a replacement picture, all you have to do is contact me by messenger, and I'll be more than happy to replace it. ILene made a boo-boo. ILene made a boo-boo. All right, there's my light. And ILene just made another big boo-boo while yakking at you. That'll teach me not to keep my mind on my coloring. I accidentally colored my light areas. With my medium. See, I was so distracted by all your shining personalities. Yeehaw! But actually it worked out beautifully because by erasing that like that, it created my light areas. So, if you make that type of mistake, this is how you fix it. Now, you guys know that that wasn't a mistake, that I did that on purpose so that you could see how to do this? And if my name was Pinocchio, oh no, My nose is growing. Everybody see that? Look at that. It's getting longer and longer. There you go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Pinocchio. You know how when a cat does something silly, like they fall off a table or something like that, and then they look at you like, I meant to do that? All right, so there's my light. But in all seriousness, yeah, and put Pinocchio on it, Carmen. Okay, now, here is my medium. And then my dark. And I don't know about you, but I think this sleeve is looking pretty cool. Just his nose, otherwise it's copyright infringement. Yeah. Although the copyrights to some of Disney's stuff is expired. Is the copyright to Disney's Pinocchio expired?
Here's an answer from PeteImages.com.
Okay. So the copyright to Disney's Pinocchio has not expired, and that just went away. Has the copyright to Disney's Pinocchio expired?
Here's what I found.
Disney still has rights to it. Just checking. Hey, you know me, guys. I like to check stuff like this out. Okay. Now, I'm going to take my lightest color and we're going to put that on the outside of the sleeve. I'll tell you what, this place is going to become the information hub of non-coloring related stuff. Hello, Stephanie. Stephanie says, just watching, upset stomach this afternoon, trying to calm down before tomorrow's trip. Oh, I'm sorry, Stephanie. Stephanie, where are you off to? Isn't that beautiful? Hi, Papillon. That's right. History of Ireland yesterday, the other day, copyright law today. Well, Angie, you can get that HP deal. $6.99 a month. Printer and cartridges. Okay. Now, we need to do the little rim here on his jacket. You know, it's really funny for St. Patrick's Day, you don't see too many people talking about the orange aspects. Okay, so we've got our little dark areas here. And because the area is so small, I'm going to pop in my light next. I don't want that light to get lost in the sauce. And then we'll come in and we'll put a little bit of medium in. Now, I have a question for you guys. You know how I talk about detail all the time? And my question to you is, has me doing that helped you with your coloring? And has it changed the way that you color? Mamie says definitely. Angry Bear, yes. Carmen, yes. And the follow-up part to that question is, how has it changed? How has it changed the way you color, and do you notice it in your coloring? Okay, now I'm going to substitute orange for the light color of my light, medium, and dark. Angry Bear, you color it slower and you think about the whole picture. Yes! Hallelujah! Jonah, your pictures have more depth. Okay. Guys, remember, you're putting together an artistic piece, and you should be treating your projects like that. You know, like you're doing your diamond painting and stuff. Okay. Dark green. So you color slow regardless, but I pay more attention to detail and how I can make things stand out more without making it look bad. Also, since being here, I'm no longer heavy-handed. Excellent. All right, there's my dark. Now, I'm going to take my light and put it on a medium spot because it is kind of dark down here, and I want that to show up. Oh, Angry Bear, that's a good one. I'm no longer a pencil killer. I got to remember that. Stop killing your pencils. Stop strangling your pencils. Okay. Now, on the verticals, we'll do our medium. And there's a little bit of horizontal here right below the dark that we're going to do light. See that? Okay. Now, on my light areas in between, oh, Grace, you used to color super heavy. I thought you were supposed to. Orange. Okay, Sandy. Now, if that isn't cute, I don't know what is. So Janie says the biggest dilemma I have is what picture to color first. That's the problem when your book collection expands. Exactly. And Sarah, I went from hating grayscale to now I love it. Okay. Let me get my little verticals of green here covered up. Now, see how I'm detailing in this light, medium, and dark of the green. And if you look carefully, you've got two parallel green lines here right next to each other. One is a light, one is a dark. Don't wipe out that little extra line. That's what makes the pattern. Well, Janie, that's why it's good that you come in when you can. And use this time for all your coloring projects. All right. Now, Sandy sent us the picture of the popcorn part that she finished. Check it out. And she took her time on the detail, which really makes this look really cool. And I really love how she blended the yellow and the orange. Oh, you're going to add 5 cents? Oh, that'll be cool. I really love the blending of the orange into the yellow right here. Yeah, you could Sandy, you could add your little 5 cents up here. Or you could put 5 cents on both sides. That would look cool too. All righty. You done good, Sandy. Okay. Now to decide what to color next. Okay. Now I'm going to add a little touch because this is bothering me. I think the brocade on the arm of our little gnome deserves a little decoration. Not much. Oh yeah, everybody's going to want popcorn. All right. Look how cool that looks. Two millimeter. They're the smallest rhinestone that you can get. Okay, now I'm happy. I am a happy camper, and when ILene's happy, what? Everybody else is happy. Doesn't that look cool? And actually, I just noticed something else that I think would look cool with a little bit of rhinestone. Is the bottom hem of his jacket. Now, remember guys, this works because gnomes like shiny things. All right, we don't want to go any more than that. Did you guys know that if you want to catch a gnome, all you have to do is put out pretty shiny things? There's another bit of information for you from this broadcast. Okay. Oh, Papillon, you'll love it. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to color up a few of these books. And then I'll have the shoes and the leather pouch to do. And we'll be well on our ways to finishing this. Now, let's add a little color to this page other than orange and green. So let's go ahead and pull, for example, a light, medium, and dark blue. Let's see, let's get a lighter blue than this. And then I'll swatch this for you. Here's our dark. Here's our medium. And there's our light. And I think this is going to look pretty cool. All right. So I'm going to start in one of the middle books. Now, one thing I am going to do, however, is I'm going to color the decoration, or whatever you want to call this, on the spine. And I'm going to color that green. And the reason that I'm doing that is because our books are from the Gnome Library. Okay, there's our light. And our dark. Now, since we don't want the books to get lost, that's why we put these identifiers on them. Now, you know I always talk about detail. So this little area here, it's going to be darker on the edges. Lighter in the center. All right, let's do our top book here. Darker on the edges. And I'm going to go to my light because this whole area is dark, so I want that green to show without any problem. Even though it calls for medium. And guys, don't forget that little tip. When you have a lot of dark area and you don't want to lose your colors, use your light. Dark on our edges. And then our light. Now remember, your picture tells a story, right? And you want that story to be fully and immediately understood. And that's why you want to detail your pictures, because the detail that you put on makes all the difference in the world to your story. Okay, back with my light. Now let's do our last book, at least on the spine area. Now we've got an inside area here on the design of the book. There's our dark green. Our medium. Oh, good night, Carmen. I hope you catch it soon enough. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Happy Carmen, sleepy Carmen, purr, purr, purr. Then we've got our little triangle here. Okay. Now let's grab our dark, medium, light blue. There's our dark. Here's our medium. and then our light. And notice how I'm using my Linda, so glad to see you. Notice how I'm using my light to blend our medium and our dark blue. All right. And then I'm going to very carefully use a little bit of Payne's Gray and I'm going to define that edge. And notice that I'm defining the top of the book that angles up and to the left. And then I'm going to take my Payne's Gray and I'm going to edge around the barrel with it. And that's going to give us some dimension. Now, if you don't feel that your Payne's Gray is giving you enough distinction, then go back next to the barrel and use black. Any question? Looking good. Mamie, tell us something fun today. Okay, next book. Now I'm going to use a different medium on this for my blue. I'm going to use a water-based marker. And the reason we can do this is because the color difference between our light and our dark is a distinct line. And I don't have to worry about blending. Does everybody understand the difference? So there's our dark. There's our medium. All right. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Now, water-based marker. Pink. And then we'll run our pink all the way down, which I didn't do with my blue. So I'll go back and take care of that. And then I'm going to come in with, let's see. Let's go ahead and give a nod to the orange. Now again, when you have a dark area like this, we still color over it with whatever color we're working with. It seems counterintuitive, but it works. And then we'll come in with our lighter orange. Now again, we have a dark line, so I'm going to use my lightest orange. And if you don't like your lightest orange, which I don't, go a little darker. And then we'll come down here, curve that orange. And we'll go along our edge of the book with it. Now that that orange border is defined, I'm going to go back to my blue book and we'll color in the rest of the cover. All right. And then we'll go up to our red book. Oh, that was the name of a magazine, wasn't it? And a little bit of Payne's Gray in that upper left-hand corner, just to give it a little dimension. Any question about adding that shading? Okay. Let's get our book on the bottom. And we can do browns, dark, medium, and light. Pick your browns. Let's work our dark brown. And let's slide down. And let's get our edge. And then, because, again, we're in such a dark area, instead of using medium, I'm going to use my, what? My light. Any questions? My Linda, how's your day going today? Anything fun to tell us? And let's take our lighter brown around our bend and on the cover. All right, let me pull out so you can get a general idea as to what the heck's going on. What a concept, ILene. So guys, what do you think? And look how our books make the difference. Now, notice that I didn't do anything with the pages, and that's because it already looks like natural book pages. Okay. Let's do our Papillon. You use Prisma 997 beige. Ah. And Prisma 1056 warm gray on the pages. Take a clear picture and send it to me via messenger. Sandy wanted to know if I've ever noticed at times some books of other author pages don't copy very well. Oh, Papillon, that's right. I'm sorry. Melinda says, good day. It just seemed to flow. Good. Sandy, to answer your question, I've never really had that problem. The only time that it might be a problem is if the artist uses a light gray or a lighter tint to their coloring pages. Okay. Now I just noticed a little oopsie with our book. In the upper right hand corner, we need to ink in the spine. Sandy, that looks like that's a printing problem. Clean your print heads and check your ink levels. Hi, Maggie. Oh, Mamie, good idea. Papillon can send me the pictures via email. When was the last time that you cleaned your print heads? Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday to one and all. Now, you can also use a Sharpie Hold on, guys. Okay, Papillon, I'll look it up shortly. And then use your black ink along the long side of the book. Now, be sure to round your corners when you add that spine on the right-hand side. All right, let's do the same on our bottom book. All right. We got her fixed. Oops. I'll have to have a conversation with the author about that. Oh, there we go. Here's Papillon's picture. Looking good. Papillon, I see you decided that you went to go with the orange and the green on the books. Your coins look really good. And your jacket looks good. Excellent. And you did the jacket earlier today. Good. Okay. Oh, it's tricky to do it on copy paper, lack of tooth, but we got it done. Ooh, good. All the more impressive. And yes, it is trickier. Okay. Two more books. And we're going to get some purple here. So pull a light, medium, and dark purple. So Papillon, are you enjoying the project? Good. I'm glad you enjoy coloring along. Okay. Top book. Light purple. So here's my light purple. And actually, I accidentally picked up my dark purple. ILene, get with the program. Oh well. Thank you for erasers. Let's try this again. All right. Light purple. Get it together, ILene. And then we're going to come in with our dark purple along our edge. And along our bottom here. Well, Papillon, we enjoy having you here to color along with us. Don't forget to turn your pencil when you lift, right? You lift, do a little turn, go back down, keeps it sharp. Isn't that beautiful? Now I'm going to take a little bit of Payne's Gray. This is our detail, guys. And I'm going to use that Payne's Gray in the corner on the top of the cover and along the edge. All right. Papillon, are you going to get some cardstock? Okay, now I need a relatively bright color over here. Well, Papillon, if you print on cardstock, wait a minute. Yeah, you're not coloring this out of the book, right? All right, here's our red. Okay, Papillon, you should be using cardstock. Okay, there's our red. Yeah, the Amazon paper is not the best. Papillon, do you have an HP? Honestly, it should be okay. You really need cardstock to color on. Okay, there's my red. And a little bit of my Payne's Gray right next to my purple book. Because, yeah, just use it as a single sheet, not in a stack. I believe Mamie has the link for the cardstock that I use. Oh man, this looks really good. Check it out. Okay, one little thing I'm going to do on this book, and then I'm not going to finish the whole thing because we're running out of time. I need to get to my second project. And I have 2 green stems that I didn't color in. That are bugging me. There's my green stem there. There's my green stem up here. Okay. Now, I'm going to put some gold on here. And I'm going to use yellow and brown. Now, you got to be careful with yellow on grayscale because it comes up a weird color. But it works. And actually, I may forego the brown because this yellow is looking really good. But you need to detail in the pattern. And Mamie is exactly right. Is Papillon, if you buy that cardstock on the end, it tells you which side is up. Guys, I hope you're enjoying this project. And I'm good with just the yellow on this. I had a feeling that was going to be the case. Any question? All right. Let's pull it out. Hold on, I just noticed a couple of other areas that I missed. And that drives me batty. All righty. Well, Maggie, I'm enjoying bringing it to life as well. I'm glad you guys are. Any comments before I go to the next project? I know several of you need to get to bed. So we have the shoes. I want to do a little bit more on the skin. We've got the book, the bag, the shoe. Yeah, the shoes I mentioned. And I'm going to play around with the background. Tammy, Tam, good night. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Happy Tammy, sleepy Tammy. Purr, purr, purr. Excuse me. Miss Jonah, good night. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Happy Jonah, sleepy Jonah. Purr, purr, purr. All right, I pulled out my deep voice for you. Okay. Now, I've got a spot along the beach here where I was supposed to put in my orangey red. Papillon, make sure that you understand that the links that we put into this chat are what's called an affiliate link. And what that means is that your purchase gives us a few pennies towards the group at no extra cost to you. And I think, Papillon, that we explained the ring-a-ding link as well. If you put in an item in your cart that's an affiliate item, all you have to do is put in one item and everything else gets credited as well. So I created what's called a ring-a-ding link. It's for a $52,000 ring, and what you do is you put that link in your contacts under ring-a-ding, and when you go to buy off of Amazon, go into your contacts, click that link, and it takes you to that item on Amazon, and you just add that to your cart. And then anything else you put in your cart, let's say you buy a vacuum cleaner, we get credited for. Papillon, maybe you'll get you those rhinestones. Now, what you can do is you can look around for other 2mm rhinestones if you like. Angry Bear, Mamie's getting that for you. Okay, I got it. I'm going to bring the screen down a little bit more. And then I'm going to take a little bit of brown. And I'm just going to darken that orange that I put in, just a little bit. And it's more so actually adding the shade of the brown to darkening the color. Check out how cool that looks. All right, and let's pop over here. And we'll darken that beach area as well, or tint it brown. And we'll go over a little further. Oh man, that looks good. All right. Okay, Papillon, that's exactly right. That link takes you to an actual ring. And what you do is you add that to your cart on Amazon. And then you add your other items that you want, like your rhinestones or whatever else you're purchasing. And what that does is it makes the items that you add affiliate eligible. Let's say that you want to buy some sheets. So you put that ring in your cart, you put the sheets in the cart, and then when you go to purchase, you delete the ring. And the reason that I made it a 52 or 55, I think it's $52,000 ring, is that if you accidentally go to purchase, unless you have like a super high credit limit, that purchase won't go through. You'll get a nice little decline comment from Amazon. So, Papillon, does that make sense? In other words, all that does is that it seeds your shopping cart. Yes, add the ring first. See, here's my contacts. And if I can spell, this will work. See, it's got ring-a-ding on there. I click on that. There's the link to the item. And then I just add that to my cart, and I later delete it. So if you guys get in the habit of doing that, it'll really help the group. $50,200. Oh, it is beautiful. It's an emerald. 1.02 carat brilliant diamond side stones. Angry Bear, does that all make sense to you? Okay, I've got the area along the beach colored in. Papillon, no. I don't know who I got the credit from. I wish I knew so I could thank people, but no. But what I do know is I got support from the group. Okay. Now, let me show you the crab. We've got blues and purple around the claws. Oh, Papillon, that would be wonderful. Now, some people have also asked me how else to support the group. Some people have purchased gift cards for the group. That's just done using my email address. Well, good. I'm glad you're all buying rhinestones. They're fun. Just make sure they're 2mm. Okay. Now, our little crab here has an orange I don't know if gullet is the right term. So I'm going to put in my orange. Yeah, I highly recommend having rhinestones, guys. And I'm just going to put in a little bit of brown here. And then on the left-hand side, I'm going to put in some Payne's Gray because I got to shadow this. Angry Bear, the way you gift a coloring book. Oh yeah, and that's another thing is several people, if they want me to specifically color out of a certain book, will send me the book. So the way to do that, Angry Bear, is to contact me on Messenger. Tell me what book you're interested in to make sure I don't have it already. And then what you do is you purchase a gift certificate in my name for the amount of that book, plus tax. Oh, it's a running joke about the plus tax. I had someone purchase a gift certificate because they wanted a particular book and they said, oh no, I forgot the tax. Yeah, well, the shipping will be added automatically. Okay, so Angry Bear, if you wish to purchase, like I said, but check with me first to make sure I don't already have the book. So if you ever want to purchase a gift certificate for the book, Here's the email address that you can use. Because whenever you purchase a gift certificate, you've got to have the person's email. But like I said, I can't emphasize that enough. Check with me first to make sure I already don't have the book. So there you go. Take a screenshot. Okay, there you go. I am having too much fun with this coloring page. Okay. So now our crab has purple at the bottom. Blues and purple. Not sure why, but that's okay. We want to follow the original. I think the biggest surprise that I got in gift certificate for Amazon is I had somebody send me a gift certificate and they just said in the message, have fun with it, get what you want. But it went right for a coloring supply. Okay, here's our purple and blue. And then I'm going to come in with a light brown. Oh, Angry Bear, you're saving up for fancy color pencils. Cool. I've got a little orange spot that I missed. There we go. This book that I'm coloring out of right now, this was a gift from Sarah. Okay, there's our brown. Now I'm going to take a little bit of this green and go in between that claw. The claw on the original has teeth, this one does not. Well, Angry Bear, rather than buying a gift certificate for a book, why don't you save your money and get your pencils first? Not that I don't appreciate the offer. I don't ever want anybody to short themselves on behalf of the group. Okay, and then we've got our dark brown. Yeah, I was thinking the other day too, is I haven't done steampunk for a while. How would you guys like me to do a steampunk picture? Now, I know that steampunk is not necessarily some people's cup of tea, but you know that I also tell you you need to be coloring out of your comfort zone. You'll become a better colorer if you do that. Okay, there are two teeny tiny eyes. On this crab. So, because it's so tiny, I'm going to use a black Sharpie marker to put that in. Now, if you get a little white around it, all the better. Can you guys see that there's a little white around there? That's where I erased out. Yeah, Papillon, I am thinking of doing a steampunk next. Janie, we did that picture. Okay. Janie, is that picture towards the front or the back? Oh, okay. There it is. Yeah, we didn't do this one. It was a different one. There's the picture if anybody's interested. It's beautiful. I like the falling star in the upper left-hand corner. Guys, don't be intimidated by this. Okay. Hallelujah. Amen, amen. I'll tell you, I don't know about you, but this night just flew. Okay. I'm going to work down in the lower left here. I've got a few minutes. Going to do a little bit of cleanup. So guys, are you learning something tonight? Okay, light blue. Now, don't wipe out your wave here. Now, this is where people get panicky about their coloring page is that when they try to follow the pattern of, for example, the waves, they think that if they don't have it exactly, that they're screwing it up. That's not the case at all. Couldn't be further from the truth. Trust me, nobody's going to look that close to make sure that you got the right wave or or water area, I should say, colored the right color. And as soon as you guys get over being so picky and upset, now, I'm not saying don't be careful. That's not it at all. What I'm saying is do your best approximation. Don't get sloppy. But don't get so upset if you realize that you colored something the wrong color. Either erase it or adjust around it. I mean, what? I did that twice tonight. Is what I'm saying making sense? There is absolutely no reason why you shouldn't be able to do this page. And the other thing is, if I'm showing you something like this, you need to be willing to at least try. Sandy, good night. I'm going to be ending in about 3 minutes. Okay. Do you guys remember that picture that we did with the statue standing over the entranceway? I think it was called, no, I have not worked with Inktense pencils. I do not own them. I think it was called Isles of Rhodes. If somebody can find their copy, I'll show it tomorrow night. And I asked you guys if you would have picked that picture to color, and a lot of you said no. But then when we were done, you were really happy with it. All right. I'm getting carried away here. I need to wrap up. Oh, and Papillon, if you would do me a favor when you spell my name, would you please use a capital L? Capital I, capital L. I can see it better. Okay, let me pull out. Check it out. Oh, don't. No, Papillon. Don't apologize. All right. So this is Disney Celebrations coloring book. Sarah gave it to us, the group. And the other image is St. Patrick's Day Gnomes Jubilee, which is our buddy color. And I gave you 2 additional free images from this book. What a delightful book. All right, guys, this is ILene Vick for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Guys, joyous coloring. Love on each other. That's what our group is specifically known for. I will see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. Please do me a favor and hit that like button. I see that you guys are doing that. Greatly appreciated. Remember, guys, if you hit that like button, that encourages other people to come in and come see what's going on. Have a great rest of the evening. Stay safe, stay warm. And I'll continue with this one tomorrow night. All right, guys, till then, Mamie, thank you so much for all your help. So appreciated. All right, guys. Till tomorrow then. Bye. Oh, Papillon, you're welcome. If I brightened your evening, I've done my job. All right. Bye.